I've learned that nothing truly valuable in life comes without taking a chance. Nothing. There's a famous quote. There is no passion to be found in playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Now think about your own life. In school, picking a major, planning your career. How many people have told you, make sure you have a backup plan? Make sure you have something to fall back on? But I've never quite understood that. Having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything. I want to fall forward. At least that way, I'll see what I'm about to hit. I'm moving in a direction, and remember, without consistency, you'll never finish. So, you have to pursue what sets your soul on fire. Take chances, and most importantly, don't be afraid to fail. There's a classic puzzle with 9 dots. The challenge is to connect them using only 4 straight lines without lifting your pen. The only way to solve it, you have to draw the lines outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail, and don't be afraid to dream big. But remember this, dreams without clear goals are just dreams. They fuel your imagination. But goals fuel your action. Think about one of baseball's greatest hitters. He also holds the record for the most strikeouts in history. But nobody talks about the strikeouts. They remember the home runs. They remember the wins. Fall forward. Think about the inventor of the light bulb. He didn't just have a eureka moment. He conducted over 1,000 experiments that were considered failures. A reporter asked him, "How does it feel to fail 1,000 times?" The inventor replied, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." Fall forward. Every so-called failure is a step closer to success. You will fail at some point in your life. Let's just be honest. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will be bad at something you want to be good at. There's no doubt about it. And I know that's not the typical sunshine and rainbows message, but it's the truth. And you need to embrace it. Because it's inevitable. Early in my career, I went for a role that was perfect for me. Except for one tiny problem. The role required singing, and I cannot sing. I did not get the job. But here's the thing, I didn't quit. I didn't fall back on some easier path. I walked out of that room and prepared for the next audition and the next one. And the next one after that. I worked, I hoped, I persisted, and I continued to face rejection. But it didn't matter. Why? Because there's an old saying, you hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're going to get a haircut. If you stay in the game long enough, you will catch a break. And I did. Years later, I found myself performing in a major play. And here's the kicker. It was at the very same theater where I had failed that first audition, decades before. The point is, every single one of you has the training and the talent to succeed. But the real question is, do you have the guts to fail? If you're not failing, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you're not failing, you're not even trying to get something you never had. To achieve a new life, you have to take new actions. Now. I want you to imagine a scene. Imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around you are the ghosts of your unfulfilled potential, the ghost of the business you never started, the ghost of the talent you never used, the ghost of the forgiveness you never offered, the ghost of the idea you never acted on. And these ghosts are standing there, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, "We came to you, and you could have brought us to life. And now, because you were too afraid, we must go to the grave together." So I ask you today, how many ghosts will be standing around your bed when your time comes? We live in a world that needs help. From your local community to the other side of the planet, there's a need for compassion, for innovation, for action. And the world needs that from you. We need your energy, your fresh ideas, your passion. So what are you going to do with what you have? I'm not just talking about money. Some of you are great listeners. Some of you have incredible patience. Some of you have a gift for making people feel seen. Some of you have brilliant ideas. Whatever your gift is, whatever you have, what are you going to do with it? And here's my final point about failure. Sometimes failure isn't an obstacle. Sometimes it's the best way to figure out where you're really supposed to go. Your life will never be a straight, predictable path. I started university with one plan, and it didn't work out. My grades suffered. I felt lost. I was at my lowest point. Then, one day, I was helping out at a local shop. and an older woman I didn't know well kept looking at me. Finally, she said, "Young man, I have a feeling about you. You are going to travel the world and speak to millions of people." Now, whether that was a real prophecy or just a kind word from a wise woman, it didn't matter. In the years that followed, her words came true, and I'm looking at you now, and I see your potential. I'm strengthened by what I see, because taking risks isn't just about your career. It's about being open to new people. It's about being open to new ideas. The chances you take, the people you meet, the love you give, the faith you hold on to, that is what will truly define you. So never be discouraged. Never hold back. Give everything you have, and when you fall, because you will, remember this one simple instruction: